Hi guys, this is Dr. Tammi Stewart from PT2Excel here in Yelm, Washington to talk to you about knee braces. So we're going to talk about 3 knee braces today and they're varying degrees of support. So first we're going to talk about the least supportive, knee support with open patella. Now this is for somebody who just has a little bit of knee pain. You can still do all the things you want to do, but you want just a little bit of support. So it's shaped just like this. There's a hole where your kneecap goes, and it has just a little extra padding around the knee. Really straightforward, simple. It does have a tag in it that tells you which is the top. So it clearly says top. So to put this on, you just slide it over the leg. You're gonna kind of struggle to get this on if it's the right size because you want it to be pretty snug. You want to pull it up as high as it'll go while still keeping your kneecap in the hole. So that's about it for me. So you can see it doesn't come up super high on the thigh. It doesn't go down super low into the shin. My kneecap's right in the middle. There you go. So I can still bend full range of motion. I can straighten full range of motion. There's just a little extra compression and a smidge extra padding around the kneecap. So this is for somebody, like I said, who just has a little bit of knee discomfort and you want just a little bit of support when you're doing activities. So pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Off is just as hard as on, but it should be if it's tight enough to give you that support. So brace number 2, if you're thinking, ooh, that might not be quite enough support for what I've got going on or the activity level that I want to be at. So next option is this guy. It is the Genumotion knee support. So it does also have an open patella, even though it's fully fabriced. So you can kind of see how it's a little sunken in right here. That's just thin fabric. And so there's really not patella compression there. There's padding around the knee. It's much more substantial padding than that last brace. So goes on the same though. And you can kind of spread it out and see wider at the top, more narrow at the bottom. That is how the leg is shaped. So it also has a tag in it that says top with an arrow pointed towards the top. So to put it on, it goes on the same way. Should be a little bit of a struggle if it's tight enough. So this one I could even go a little tighter for me. I've got my kneecap right in that hole there. I've got the nice padding along the sides. This one has a little bit extra in that it has little, very bendy reinforcements here. So you can bend it. I can still have full range of motion. So I bend fully, I straighten fully. It goes farther down the shin. It goes higher up the thigh. So I'm 5'5" and weigh about 140 pounds. And I had a medium on for the open patella knee support, which fit me appropriately. This one is a little bit baggy on me and it's a size medium as well. So for this one, I would go a size down. I would go a size small. So worth trying it on to find out though. So I've got that little extra support on the outside and the same things on the inside of this brace. I've got much more substantial around the kneecap padding. So if you're somebody who has to go up and down off your knees a bit for work or just your life, then this would probably be the better way to go. Also, this fabric is a higher end fabric. It's more breathable. It's going to be more comfortable for longer periods of time. So if you're planning on wearing this like all day, I'd steer you towards this one. If you're just putting it on for sport activity, then I would maybe go with this one if you just need that little bitty bit of help. So comes off the same way as the last one. So if you're like, oh, I don't think those are going to be enough support for me, like, man, my knees are really bugging me, then you want to go for the Wraparound Simple Hinges Condyle Pads knee brace. Lots of words. This is what it looks like. So it comes out of the box looking like this. Now, you're going to need to basically undo it and open it all the way up. So you undo the Velcro straps. I like to re-Velcro them to themselves, and that way they don't stick to anything they're not supposed to stick to. So unvelcro, pull it through the little loop, re-Velcro it to itself, and then I'm gonna unvelcro the top and unvelcro the bottom. Notice how it completely opens up here. Also, there's a tag that says top. So wider at the top, more narrow at the bottom. This is how we're made. We are thicker in the thigh, thinner in the calf. It's how anatomy works. So they've designed this brace accordingly. Now on the inside, you can see these little pads here. Those are meant to go on either side of the knee right as it hinges. Those are to pad the actual reinforced hinge inside the brace. So I'm gonna lay this out behind my knee. There is a little hole in the back of the knee, so you can line that up with the back of the knee. But when you fold this over, it should be surrounding that kneecap, just the same as the other open patella ones were. You wanna make sure your kneecap is right in that hole. But again, I'd kind of cheat up a little bit because it will slide down. Alrighty, so we want, again, this to be really, really snug. So I'm gonna pull that strap over, I'm gonna pull this one over and Velcro it. Same thing with the bottom. And I'm really giving it a nice forceful tug here. And then you reinforce it with the straps. It does not matter if you do top strap first or bottom strap first. So I can make this as tight as I want. Totally up to you. Obviously, do not cut off the blood supply to your leg. Not worth it. Blood is important. Let it go there. So next strap, bring it over and then cinch it down. Now, you can tell if you're cutting the blood supply off to your leg if your leg starts changing color compared to the other one, or if it starts getting really cold or tingly, then you back off your compression. But once this is on, you can feel these hinges here. You can't feel them from the inside, but you can feel them on the outside. And so they're gonna allow you to bend, but man, do they make it hard to have full range of motion. Because this brace's job is to protect you. It's not to just give you a little bit of assistance and a little bit of support so you can do all the things with full range of motion. This is gonna limit you because it's trying to protect you. So I have full straightening, but bending, man, like I can bend freely to about there, and then I start getting resistance and I can really force it to about there, and whew, now my leg is tired. So that brace is not really meant for like deep squatting activities unless you absolutely have to. I mean, it'll go, but man, you're gonna fight for that range of motion. So if you want really, really good stability, but still have some freedom of movement, this is the brace for you. It's a bit more complicated than the other braces because there are straps and such, but there you go. So to take it off, you just do the reverse of putting it on. So I have just unvelcroed the straps. Again, I like to Velcro them to each other so they don't get stuck on things I don't want them to stick to. And then I just unvelcro. And I only had this on for a couple of minutes and it has left little marks on my leg, which will go away momentarily, but that's how tight it is. Like, you want this sucker cinched down. So those are 3 different knee braces, from least supportive to most supportive. So least supportive being the knee support open patella. The middle ground is that Genumotion knee support, and the heavy duty guy, the knee brace, wraparound, simple hinges, condyle pads. Lots of words, lots of support here. So feel free to like, subscribe, watch our other videos. We'd love to hear from you if you have questions or concerns, or if you feel like maybe a knee brace isn't gonna do it for you and you need actual professional help. We'd love to be the people to give it to you. So give us a call. Like I said, like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Click below if you'd like to check out our website, and hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks.